Polk County Sheriff's Office is reminding people that County State Aid Highway 9, known as KT Road, is closed right now about 5 miles west of Crookston for bridge construction. With recent rains, township roads are soft. Some may become impassable. County officials are asking people to use marked detours. The Sheriff's Office is also reminding people that it is illegal to drive through a closed road.